This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so are you able to see my screen now? Is it visible?
Yes, I can see. Abdul, you have to confirm whether can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, like, you already installed the Eclipse and Java. So, like, have you set the Java path and all these things in the system variables?
Sorry, Rakesh, come again.
So, I am saying that have you set the Java path to the system variable, or like if you can go on the CMD and if you type Java, what happens? Why it's
Yes, yes, yes. I have done that. Yeah.
okay, that you already done. Okay, so I'm just skipping all these things. So let's start with the first project, and then we can see how we are going to install the different jars and Chrome driver or like Edge driver exe. Okay, so first I'm just creating one new project, one Java project. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So let's see. Okay, so here I'm just providing the project name, my first project, something like that. My first project. Okay. And here if you can see that we have a different like I am using Java 17, so that's the reason here we need to select the Java version. So your system is having more than one Java version, then you can choose from here. So currently I'm using 17, so that's the reason I have selected 17.
Perfect.
Next. Okay, so by default you can see that the source file will be created, so that's fine, and I'm just clicking finish. So my first project create. So by default there is one module in for Java, so if you want you can delete it, or like it's not of use, so that's fine. So now right now I'm creating one class so that we can start writing our code. So here, if you can go on the, if you click right click and go on the new, you can see that class option. So now here, this is our source folder name. Whatever class name you want to give, you can give it here. For example, Selenium Practice. I am just giving this class name as a Selenium Practice. And here, if you can see that there is a three checkbox. So this first one is important: public static void main. So do you have any idea why we are using public static void main? Any idea?
No, no, Rakesh, not at all.
Okay. So the thing is, like in Selenium with Java, there is a multiple framework. So one of the simple framework by default framework you can say that is this Java project. So here, whatever class we are writing, whatever code we are writing in a class, that can be executed through this public static void main section only. That is method you can say. So whatever code you will write inside this, so I will show you once I will select this what will be going to happen. So I'm just unchecking it and just clicking on the finish button. Okay, so now you can see the difference. So that's the reason I'm trying to show this. So here if you can see that there is a one public class Selenium Practice. Inside that there is no code. Now try to correlate. If I create one more class, and here I am saying Selenium Practice 1, and I'm checking this public static void main. So you can see the difference. We have two class. One is public is displaying with this public static void main, and another is displaying without that. So whatever code you are writing, that can be only executed inside this method. Okay, so this is one of the important thing. So whatever code you will write, if someone gives you two different classes, and might be they can ask that if we have something like here, if I am writing any code, system dot out dot println, oh, sorry, it will not work, system dot out dot println, and here I am writing my first project. Okay. And the same thing I am writing here inside this. Then if anyone asks you like which code will execute, so the answer is this one, where we can see this public static void main. This section can be executed. Right now it's getting some error, so I will tell you why it's getting error, so that we discuss now. So is it clear to you? Like wherever you can see that public static void main, then you have to execute your code inside this block. Clear? And
Yeah,
suppose
got
if you created, yeah, I one more thing I just want to do you, like suppose if you created one new class and you forgot to add this section, so that you can add it manually as well, so that will work here. And see that this will work if I write manually. Now if you have any question, confusion on this part, tell me.
no, Rakesh, I'm clear.
Clear? Okay, so why we are getting error? Because default package is here. Why it's showing error? Let me check. Okay, so I think let me delete this default package and module. I will create. Basically, this one is using the folder. I think. Oh, wait. Multiple marker at this time. Must declare a package. Okay. Because we don't have any package, so that's the reason default package will not work. So let me do one thing. Where is that? Name option is not coming. Unable to see the rename option. Why it's not coming here? Okay, let me do one thing. Let me delete this. And delete option is not enabled. Why this delete option is not enabled? Okay, anyway, this works now because I deleted. Okay, so once I deleted that, now it's taking this as a default package. Okay, that's fine. Now let's move to the next thing. So I'm deleting one of the class because currently we don't require the two classes with the same name. So here we can write that public static void main public static Okay, not visible. Okay, AC is capital, so that's. And one thing you need to understand that this is case sensitive. So suppose you have to write a string. So S will always start with the capital letter, and if you are writing with the small, it will give error. So here, if you like move your mouse cursor, you can see that there are the different fixes available for that. So like here, you can see that we need to change this to a string. So it will automatically change to the capital letter. Okay. Now I want to open a Chrome driver for that. So there is a two different way to open a Chrome driver. Let me try to open. Okay. So are you able to see my Chrome, or it's only visible the like the Eclipse is only visible, or are you able to see the Chrome? What is
No,
in
no.
this?
Eclipse is only visible.
Okay, okay. I think I need to share again. I'm just stopping and share entire screen. Okay. So now, currently we are done with our Java installation, Eclipse installation, but still Selenium is not installed, right? So
Right.
before installing this Selenium, I want to be install this Chrome driver. So for that, you can search it in a Google, download Chrome driver. So here, if you go on the first website, you will get a multiple option, not multiple option, but yeah, here you can see the different version of drivers available to download. Okay, now I am just downloading version number 104. Okay, why I am downloading 104, that will also I will explain you. And if you can check your browser version, so if you go on the triple dot help and then about Google Chrome, so you can see that you are using the version number 105. I think it's updating, so might be it will become 106. Let's see. This is important because what version you are using, that is completely dependent upon your Chrome driver. So whatever version you are using in a Chrome, so the same version you need to download for the Chrome driver.
Okay. So first we need to verify what version we are using.
Yes, and this is a very frequent change, you can say that. So whenever like if you try to run your code and you are getting some error, I will show you that error, what error you will get. So if you are getting any error like browser is not compatible, something like that, then you need to understand it might be possible your browser version and your Chrome browser version is different. So you need to validate and then you need to update the Chrome driver accordingly. Okay, so currently we have 105. Okay, I'm just closing it, and I downloaded 104. Okay, so let me go on the download, and this is zip file. So let me extract this and Control C. I'm just extracting it in this folder. So here I am creating one new folder. This is my project folder. If you can see that this my project, my first project is our newly created project. Here I am creating a new folder, and here I am writing drivers. Okay. Inside this driver, whatever Chrome driver I downloaded, I just pasting it here, copy and paste. Okay, so this is unzip file now. Now if you come on the Eclipse and if you refresh the project, you will see the new folder driver, and inside that you can see the web driver exe file. So yes, so now you can see that. Okay, now we are downloaded the Chrome driver. Now I want to open a Chrome driver using the Selenium script. So for that we have one line of code that we need to write. So we are using WebDriver. Okay, so WebDriver, and we are creating one instance of like I will explain you this thing. So let me write first. So this is the line of code to open the Chrome driver. Now, so first you need to understand that what is this WebDriver. So WebDriver is nothing but a class where like different methods are written. Okay, so what we are doing, so we are just trying to create one variable instance for this WebDriver, so that wherever required we will call it using the driver. Okay, so suppose like we have a WebDriver class, so I created one WebDriver class variable as a driver, and here we are saying new Chrome driver because we are looking into the Chrome driver. Now here you can see the error on the WebDriver and Chrome driver. So if you mouse over this error, you can see that, okay, Chrome driver class, create Chrome driver class, why it's not showing. Okay, so but how it knows that from where this Chrome driver.exe it need to capture. So for that we need to define the one more line of code where we need to define where this Chrome driver exe present. So for that there is one more line of code which we can write as system dot set to set property, set property. So whenever you type something you will get some smart identification. So using that you can understand like set property is taking uh, two inputs, one key and another value. So here, and if you go through this you will get more clarity what exactly this key and what exactly you have to write it as a value. So here in first we need to write here as this is the default one, this you need to remember, WebDriver dot. This is one line of code which you need to use with each and every project, and that you need to remember. And here we are passing our Chrome driver exe path. So how we can take this? So right click properties, and here is our path of this Chrome driver exe. So we copied it and paste it here. Okay. And if you notice, we copied one slash, but here you can see the double slash. So whenever you are passing any path in double quotes, you need to pass the double slash everywhere. Okay. Now done. What happened at type WebDriver? Still it's giving error. Why it's giving error? WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome driver. This is perfectly correct. Okay, I think I have not installed the Selenium till now, so that is the reason, I guess. Okay, yeah, that is the reason because I have not installed the Selenium right now. So if you can see that still there is an error, it means that something is still missing. So we installed the Chrome driver, but Selenium is still not installed. So for that, again you need to go on the uh, Chrome browser or any browser and just search download Selenium. So here if you can see that we have Selenium dev. So let me click on this, the first website, and here you got a multiple version of the Selenium WebDriver if you can see that. So 4 point, so more than this down version More than 4 is the latest one. So let me try to find some older version. We will move on this 4 later on, because most of the people are working on the 3 point something, 3.17 or something like that. Okay, Selenium HQ. So this is the official website of Selenium. Selenium HQ or Maven repository, so something like that. So if you come here and if you try to install, download the Java file, the Selenium file. So if you go inside this Selenium Java, here we can see that the multiple versions available. Okay. So now I'm just right now I'm not going on the 4. I'm just installing 3.14. So let me click on 3.14 So here we can see that jar. If you and then if you click on this, it will download it. So now this Java Selenium Java file is downloaded. Now our task is to associate this file in the Eclipse so that we can be able to execute the script. So for associating this jar file, what we can do, we just right click on it, go on the properties, Java build path, and in libraries you can see that add external jars. So if I click on this, and whatever jar I downloaded right now, I will just add it from here. Okay, now apply and close. So now if you move your cursor here, okay, still it's not showing. Why it's not showing? So if it is not showing, let me import here. I'm just trying to write it manually so that I can understand why it's not importing. Import it here. G open. Java file is already there, and I installed this Selenium Java. Let me refresh this project again. Public static void main args. This is also fine. We downloaded this file, WebDriver. Okay, let me import was dot a dot selenium dot what I downloaded. Let me check here. Selenium HQ. Initial setup is a little bit like confusing, I can say that. Download Selenium, so here it's saying okay, let me download the latest 4.3 version. This is for Windows Internet Explorer driver, not Internet Explorer. I'm just looking for this is not the correct one. Selenium HQ. downloading the correct version, then also it's not working. Okay, let me download jar. Okay, so now I downloaded 4.4. Let me try to associate it again. So if I go inside this library, module path, JRE. I don't know what happened, why it's not add external jar 4.0 open. Okay, just removing this one. Apply, apply approve. Archana, any idea why it's not showing? It should work. I have written the correct spelling, everything is correct.
What is that, Rakesh? Which one is not
I
working?
don't know why I already associated this jar, but still it's saying error.
It is not that is not tied up properly. That's the reason import is not working. See, so
Right. But I don't know
so
why,
the
but if
jar.
I reveal. Okay, so there is one alternate option of that. For that, we are creating one Maven project. So let me do one thing. I will,
Uh,
if some, yeah, please.
can you please be a bit louder? Abdul Rakesh voice, is it okay for you?
Yeah, bit slow, but yeah, okay.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay. So, okay, no worry. I will give you some other option as well. Using that, we can import these jars. So for that, what we need to do, we need to right click on the project. And here, if you go in below, there we have an option of, okay, add Gradle. Okay. So
Rakesh, can I
in,
suggest one thing?
yeah,
If
please.
Abdul is having everything installed on his machine, probably in putting this jar
No.
file, will it take some time, some more time? Is that not easy? Because anyways, we have to show Maven. That is also one of the way we have to
Yes, yes,
show.
yes. Yeah. We have both options. So Maven and like I don't know why jar is not installing on my machine. So
Mm.
I don't know why. But yeah, we have an alternate of that. So that I want to explain so that this is not a blocker for us. That I want to explain. If
But
sometime we are
Abdul,
getting such.
yeah, but Abdul, you have to try it both ways so that you will have
Yes.
knowledge on doing both ways. Okay. Probably the system is not supporting. In your case, your system might get supported for
Or,
this
or,
jar
or if
alone.
there is, or if there is any other issue, definitely I will try to resolve it today and will show you tomorrow how we can import the jar.
Sure, Rakesh.
Okay, so there is one more option like you created one Java project. Now, if this jar thing is not working here, so we have another option to change this project to the Maven. So Maven we will discuss later on, but yeah, on a very high level, you need to understand there is an option of Maven. So if you right click on your project and go in the configure, you can see that convert to Maven project. So this Java project will convert to the Maven project. Okay, so these things I will discuss when we start with the Maven. So I right now I'm just clicking on the finish button. So once you will convert it to the Maven project, you can see this pom.xml file. Okay, so in pom.xml, like whatever jar you want to import, you need to define here. So for that, if you go back to the website here we have a dependency of jars, if you can see that. So simply copy this and inside this after this version you need to write one line dependencies Because why we are writing dependencies? Because it might be possible you need to import more than one jars. So one dependencies can contains multiple dependencies. So here, whatever I copied from this website, now I am just pasting inside these dependencies. Oh, sorry. So here you can see that this is the dependency for Selenium Java, and I am trying to install the version 4.4.0. Okay. Now, if you see nothing is here, so now if I refresh this project or save this project, so now if you can see that one more dependency is showing here. If you expand it, you will clearly see that the Selenium jar will installed inside this. So here you can see that all these things are available. Okay. Now, if you go back to your class, and so now if you can see that this import statement is resolved, right? Is it clear, Abdul? Or if you
Yeah,
have any
yes, Rakesh.
confusion, I will repeat it again. It is clear. Okay.
No,
So
no, no. So
now
far, so good.
Abdul, you're saying something?
No, Rakesh, it's clear. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So now when we are calling this org.openqa selenium WebDriver, this WebDriver issue is resolved. But still, if you can see that there is one error showing for the Chrome driver. So if you now mouse over, and you can see that there are a lot of options available. So here, if you can see the first option, import Chrome driver. When you click on this import Chrome driver, the same thing like whatever you imported earlier as a web driver, same way one more line of code will be generated here. So I will show you. And what is the use of this import? That is the important thing. You can associate the multiple jars in your project, but how the code will understand what jar need to be called here, so that it can read the method inside that class. This is importing importing one class, you can say that class or interface, and one class contains multiple methods. We will discuss this thing also in a detail when we write a code. Okay, then you will be able to understand what's this class, and what does it means by the different methods. So class is nothing, whatever you are writing here, this is a class, and in this class we can write a multiple methods that we can also see. So this is one of the method, you can say, which we have written inside the class. In the similar way, we can write a multiple method inside that class, and when we are like encapsulating or like creating one exe file for that class, and that we want to use in any project, we need a same statement like this. Clear?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Rakesh, clear.
Okay, so now we are done with this our WebDriver property setting, and then we have initialized the WebDriver. Okay, now we have to open the Chrome browser. So for that, if you can see that we already declared this driver, WebDriver. So here simply we need to write driver, and if you write a dot, you will see the multiple options here. Okay, so this line of code will open your Chrome driver, because here we are passing the Chrome driver. Now I am trying to navigating any URL. So for that we have an option, get URL. Sorry, not get URL, only URL. Okay, driver dot URL. Again, what happened? Why it's not taking URL? Oh, sorry. Dot get I need to write. Okay. So if you see, I am writing driver dot get. Again, in Java, at least you can see we have a lot of options displaying here this smart identification, and each class will showing the description what exactly it is performing. Okay, so if you go through this description, you will be able to understand what exactly this method is calling. Okay, so now here I am writing dot get, and here I am passing the website. So website is https and google.com or something different like irctc.co.in. Now I am saving it and just try to execute this, and you will see that the one Chrome browser will be open and this will navigate to the irctc.co.in website. So for executing, you need to right click here, and here we have an option of run as Java application, or you can directly click here to run the application. So now if you can see that here it's saying Chrome driver was started successfully. This Chrome browser is opened, and now you can see that irctc.co.in is navigated. Okay. Now here you can see that no error found. Yeah, but there is one thing, that one catch I can say, that here you can see that it's working with this Chrome driver, but you are getting this message: found CDP implementation for version 105 of 104. Why I am getting this message? Because I am using Chrome driver 104 and my Chrome browser version is 105. Got it?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
for,
got it. Yeah.
yeah, so for that we need to download the Chrome driver exe version 105, and then you need to place this Chrome driver exe with the latest version. Then you cannot see this warning message. Okay, sometime you will get some other error like browser will not open. So that on that case also you need to understand that Chrome driver exe is different from your Chrome browser version. Okay,
Okay,
now,
yeah.
okay, now let's move to here, and again I am writing www dot, and again I am trying to execute it. So why I am just showing you the both things. If you are not writing www dot, then also it will work, and if you are writing, then also it will work. Okay? So there is no dependency of www, but there is one dependency. If you are not writing s, then it will not run. I think it's running. Yeah, but I think this comes in Selenium 4.0. In 3.4, if you are not writing HTTPS, then it's not working. So this is included in the new version, I guess. So that's the reason it's working. But previously, if you are not writing S here, it will not work. But I think nowadays it's fixed now. Okay. Also, the same thing I want to perform on the Edge driver. So how we can do that? So for that we need to download the Edge driver. So Edge driver, okay, let me go on the Google one more time, and now here you can search Edge driver download, and what version of Edge I am using, that I need to check. So if I open Edge, so here I can see that version. Help and feedback here about Microsoft Edge. So here we are all using version 1, not 5. Okay, so now let me go here, Microsoft Edge WebDriver. So here we have a 105 version available. So you can download any x86 or x64 as per your machine configuration. Right now I'm downloading x64 because I am using x64. So now let me go on the download folder. Here you can see the zip file. Inside that, this is the MS driver. Copy, just paste it at the same location where we place the Chrome driver. Okay, now once it's done, go back here and refresh your project. Now you can see the two web drivers. Okay, now uh, I'm just writing one more line of code. So this line of code is almost same. Okay, let me copy paste. So now I'm just commenting these lines. So we are having the same path. Only the thing is that here we have a ms edge driver.exe. Okay, if I replace this, so one line I am changing, all paths are same, only this exe file is changed here. Now here if you go, let me delete this. Here we can write driver. So currently I am using this name as a driver. If you want, you can use any name here. Any name will work. Okay. It is not compulsory that you can write a driver only. Okay. New is driver. New is driver. Now again, we imported Chrome driver earlier, but the system do not know how this edge driver will come. So for that, we need to import the file for the edge driver. Again, if you mouse over here, you got this option, import edge driver. Okay. Now here I am just writing the same line of code, whatever I have written here, saving it. Okay, so here we need to pass any name because we changed the name. Okay. Now, if I try to run this, the Edge browser will be open and this IRCTC page will be navigated. See what happened. The path of the driver executable, the path of the driver must be set. WebDriver system. Okay, got it. Why I am getting this error? Any idea? If you can see this error, are you able to like find out the exact issue? Why I am getting this error? I will show you. Yeah, so read this line. So here, previously we are using Chrome driver, so we passed webdriver.chrome.driver. But here we are using the Edge driver, so this Chrome will change to Edge. So
Yes,
that
right.
is
I
the
was
reason.
I was looking for that. Like when will you change?
Yeah, so I forgot to change that. So now if I run this, it will work. So using the error message, you need to like find out the exact issue where it's getting, and then you can resolve it as well. So you can see that Edge browser is open and this IRCTC website is navigated successfully. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So here you cannot see any error. I don't know why this again 105 104 is giving, but yeah, if it is working, then it's fine. Anyway, but if you want to know that after navigating this website, you want to print something that your script is executed successfully. So for there is one command that is system dot out dot println. Okay, this is used for printing anything on your console. So this is our console. If you can see that whatever result you are seeing, it's coming inside the console. So here if you want to print anything in the console, like I'm just writing uh, URL successfully navigated to IRCTC, something like that. And I want to print this. And one more important thing. So after whatever line you will write, you need to use the semicolon to terminate this line. Otherwise, you will get the error. So this is one of the important thing. Without this terminator, you cannot move forward. So now again, I am executing this line of code, and after execution, you can see that this URL successfully navigated to IRCTC is printed in the console. So if you notice, every time one new Edge browser is opening, but it's not closing. So for that, we have one line of code that we need to write for closing the browser. That we will discuss later on. Okay. So now it's executed successfully. So, and here you can see that whatever message you passed here, you can see it here in the console. Clear? Okay. So now I will show you one more thing. Suppose you are just navigating to the irctc.co.in and you are trying to understand it's navigated to the correct page or not. Then how you can check that? So for that, there is an option. We can write driver dot. So we are driver dot get. What? Okay, again I am writing the wrong. Here I have written. Okay, let me change this name because this one is always confusing me. So here I am writing driver. Basically, why we are passing this name as a driver, because it's a standard. You can say that it's really easy way to understand that we are talking about the driver. So driver dot get title. So get title will capture the title of IRCTC website, and I want whatever it captured to be printed on the console. For that, what we can do, so we can store it in a variable, or directly we can write like this way: system dot out dot println, and inside that, now this line is not required because I want to print. So this is the line. So some of the command you need to memorize, then only you can move forward. However, you have an option of a smart identification. Using that, you will get some clarity what exactly happening. Okay. So now if I execute this, so once it will load this page, then it will capture the title of this website. And if you come here, okay, still it's executing because, okay, yeah. So IRCTC next generation e-ticketing system. So here if you can see that this is the title of the this IRCTC website. So it's captured and printed here. Abdul, is it clear till now or any doubt? Any questions you have?
No, it is clear, but I need a recording for this because there are so many steps to do. I may not remember everything, right?
Okay, so Archana, if you can provide
As
the
discussed,
recording.
yes, as discussed, we are working on it. We will share in a couple of days,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Abdul. Yes.
Sure, sure. That is fine, but just I need it because there's so many steps to do.
Yeah, I will
And
just give you this line of code so that you can, but yeah, the practice you need to do by yourself only. And this is a very basic thing. So whenever you start working with any project, any simple Selenium codes, these are the important lines which you need to take care. Okay, and I don't have a Firefox browser on my machine, so that's the reason I am not moving to the Firefox browser. But the same process you need to do for the Firefox browser execution. So if you
Rakesh,
have a
give as
fire
an assignment. Give as an
Yes, yes,
assignment
that
for the Firefox.
yes, that I am saying, Archana. Like if you have a Firefox, or if you don't have, then you just install the Firefox and try to execute the same line of code on the Firefox driver.
Sure, Rakesh. Yeah.
Okay. So apart from that, you want me to continue with some more codes, or what you want? Like, is it okay for today, or like I can explain more thing? So like, I don't want to give you more stress. Like, so that's the reason I'm asking this question.
Yeah, that's enough. Like I'll try to implement the same thing.
Okay, there is one more task for you. Suppose you want
Mm-hmm.
to capture the current URL, whatever. Okay, you are passing this URL, but so here you are using the get command to passing this URL to the web browser. I want it like whatever you have printed here using the get title. In same way, I want you to capture the URL and print it on the console.
How
You got it?
capture the
So
URL?
yes, so instead of using get title, you will get some other option. So I'm just
Okay,
giving you
okay,
one example. If you are writing driver dot, you will get lot of options here.
got it.
Try to go through these options and find the method using which you can capture the title. No, sorry, URL, not title. Title I already captured. So just
Yeah.
try to find out the which method will work for capturing the URL. Got it?
Okay, Rakesh. I got it.
Uh, okay. And for so these practice you can do it for today, and tomorrow we will start with some Java stuff, or might be something more on the Selenium side, and then we will move to the uh, Java stuff. I can say the basic Java, which is required for writing the Selenium codes.
Okay, Rakesh. Yeah.
Okay. Archana, you want to add anything? Archana, your voice is very low. I think a
Oh,
little
sorry.
bit
Yeah.
away from.
Whatever we are telling, if you are practicing on the same day, it will help you um, in a better way. Okay. You have to.
Yes, Ashana. I'll try to figure it out today itself. Yeah.
And we are giving the assignment to improve your coding and to improve your knowledge. If you are doing it, it is also a plus for you. If you are not doing, we will not force you to do, but we will tell you to do. If you are doing it, that is it on your interest, and you will learn more based upon that. You will come to know what is happening by yourself. By that, you will gain more knowledge.
Yes,
And
Ashana.
Abdul,
Absolutely.
it will take 3 4 classes, I can say that, so that you can like start understanding the things. Might be it's little bit going up, I can say that, but yeah, in 3 4 classes you will comfortable with all these small codes.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm stopping recording and we can see you tomorrow again. Okay.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. So,
Okay. Thank you.
Okay then,
thank
thank